Dusk ran cold and sharp over the drop zone, copper light bleeding down from fractured towers and abandoned power lines. The city's pulse slowed after the storm of the previous night, too quiet for comfort. Rakuto walked alone through the narrow veins of Sector 9, his hammer hanging from his hip, his breath fogging in the chill. Kyra's words still echoed in his head. Fang initiation. The X-Empire. The Cinder Gate. None of it made sense, at least not yet. He turned a corner and didn't even flinch when footsteps followed him. "You really don't like answering questions, do you?" he said without looking back. Kyra stepped out from the shadow of a flickering sign. "You're walking blind through a restricted line." "Then point me somewhere better." "I would," she muttered, "if there was such a place." Their standoff was broken by a voice that came from the rail underpass ahead, confident, dry, and amused. "Then maybe I'm your somewhere better." A stranger leaned against the steel, one boot propped on a broken pipe. His jacket was torn, his smile sharp. "Name's Junks," he said, flipping a coin that glimmered faintly in the half-light. "You two look like the type who don't wait for permission to do stupid things." Rakuto eyed him. "Depends on how stupid." Junks's grin widened. "Skyline shipments rolling through Sector 9 in 20 minutes. Cargo worth dying for." Kyra folded her arms. "Contraband? Contraband, records, maybe a way out." Junks's tone shifted, quieter now. "You ever heard of the Ascended Quarter?" Rakuto didn't answer, but something in his stare said he had. The three crouched beneath the cracked overpass as Junks spread a hollow map across the concrete floor. The faint blue light pulsed against rust and rainwater. "The train's automated," Junks said. "Empire tech, old but still wired. Nobody touches these runs because nobody survives them. But if you want leverage or answers," he looked at Rakuto, "this is where they keep them." Kyra traced a line with her finger. "You're suggesting we jump it mid-transit." "I'm not suggesting," Junks replied, standing. "I'm going." Rakuto sighed. "Guess we're out of options anyway." "Welcome aboard," Junks said, smirking. They waited in silence as the first tremors rolled through the tracks. The Skyline shipment appeared like a ghost, armored cars glowing faintly beneath the smog, moving faster than a whisper. Junks snapped his grappler into place. "On my count." Kyra nodded. Rakuto tightened his grip. 3. The air quivered. 2. The rails screamed. 1. They jumped. Impact. Wind. Motion. The trio landed hard on the last freight car, the drop zone flashing by beneath them in streaks of silver and decay. The world became nothing but noise and gravity. Rakuto rose first, steadying himself as sparks rained from the cables overhead. Kyra climbed up beside him, scanning the rooftops fading behind them. Junks turned toward the train's front. "We move car by car. Stay quiet." For a few moments, it was only the sound of steel and storm. Then, a shape moved in the distance. 3 figures emerged atop the lead cars, silhouettes cut against the red glare of the city horizon. One carried a massive hammer, dragging it with a scraping echo. Another spun twin circular blades that sang against the wind, and between them, a monk-like brute wrapped in reinforced plating, standing perfectly still as the train screamed forward. Kyra's eyes narrowed. "They're waiting," Junks exhaled. "Guess we're not the first ones to try this run." Rakuto lifted his hammer from his side. "Good. Makes it easier to hit something." The lights flickered, the wind sharpened, and as the train thundered into the dark sector ahead, the 3 shapes began to move.